Hello, 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 everyone. Yeah. Hello, everybody. I think I will need John. Say hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Happy Sunday. Uh, I want to get more persons. Hello, everyone. I'll be waiting for another 5 minutes to see. Yes, I can see your chat. I'll be waiting for another 5 minutes to see if we'll come online. Then after waiting, we can now start. I want to have like up to 5 persons online so that I can start. Let's wait for others to join. We just have only one person. Let others join so that I can start. We'll be learning how to cut different flares, and this is going to be what I will use as my mannequin, or is my mannequin, because I don't have the big one, so I'm going to be using this as my mannequin. I used to have it back home, but now I don't have it at the moment, so I'm going to make do what I have. So I'm having this phone because it's going to serve as my calculator. Yes, it's going to serve as my calculator, so that's why I'm having this here. So I'm just waiting for about um 5 to 10 persons before I will kick off. Okay. This is what time is it now? This is 7. This is 7:21. This is 7:21. So in my last video, the last video I uploaded on this channel, I did a peplum. Is it peplum? A 720 degrees peplum for my reversible blouse, and in that video I mentioned that I will be doing another video on how to cut the various flares. Hope you understand. So I did a video on how I said I'm going to make a video on how to cut various types of flare. So let me not waste so much time. So we have different kinds of flare. Our flare can be used for any part of our dressing or any style, maybe the waist of your blouse. You can use it as a flare. The wrist, maybe your sleeve can also be a flare. Welcome, Tuli. Your sleeve can be flare to even there are some hats that are flare, 360 degrees flare. So flare could be used in any form, and we have different degrees of flare. So and it all depends on what you want, and sometimes also depends on the fabric you have at the moment. Okay, so depending on what you want, you can cut the kind of flare you want. The more the flare, the more the degree of the flare, the more the gathers. So there are different types of flare, and all of them originated from high tuli. All of them originated from circle. Okay, all the flare. I may be reading your messages from here. All the flare originated from a circle. Okay, so we have various types of flare, various degrees of flare. We have, but before I start, I'm going to be showing you the materials for this tutorial. I'll be making use of this, my paper tape, my measuring tape, my pins, markers, scissors, ruler, my pattern paper, because I don't want to use a fabric. I want to use paper in the place of fabric, and this one will serve as the mannequin. I don't have the big one. I don't have the very big one. I used to have it rather, but I'll be using this one. Hi Joanne, I'll be using this one as my mannequin, okay? And I'll be using the neck. I'm assuming the neck is the waist. So you guys should understand when I'm just trying to do an illustration. So welcome. Please, as you come in, like the video, share the video. So like I was explaining, most of the flares we have originated from circle. So this is a perfect circle. How many of us love mathematics here? If you are a mathematics lover, just say hi in the comment section. If you love mathematics, you would understand what I'm trying to do, because we'll be doing little calculations. I'm not saying we cannot cram this formula, but it's good you know it so that you'll be able to do any kind of flare you love. Hi Julie, welcome. So this is good. So this is a circle, and who can tell me the angle of a circle? The angle of a circle and the area of a circle, or will I say circumference of a circle rather? F9 in maths, forget it. Okay, but even if circle is one topic, or shapes is one topic we normally do in school, okay, so circle is part of it. In case you didn't understand them, maybe I'll just explain little here. This is a circle. The angle of a circle is 360 degrees. Area of a circle is pi r square, but we are not going to the area now, rather we are going to the circumference of a circle. The circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, where pi is 22/7 or 314. 2 pi r, correct. So circumference of a circle is equal to pi r. If I want to cut a 360 degrees flare, this is the formula I will use. And 360 degrees flare is the commonest of them all. When you see some blouse, you will like the way the is forming gathers. I don't know how to explain it. You will see the flare, you will love it. So most times it's usually 360 degrees, 720 and above. So this is a 360 degrees flare formula. C equals 2 pi r, where your circumference is the measurement of your waist. I'm using this mannequin, I'm using the neck as, for example, as my waist, and when I did the measurement it was about 11 inches. Okay, so I'll be using this neck as this neck will be wearing all the flares I'm going to make this evening. So as I measured it now, let me show you guys, it's about 11 inches. So the neck will actually be my waist for now, since I don't have the bigger one. So it's about 11 inches, meaning anywhere I have C, I'll be putting 11 inches there. So first of all, we'll go to 90 degrees flare. I've already said all the flares originate from this place. So first, I'm going to 90 degrees flare. Because I don't want to waste so much time, I've already done the calculation here. So this is a full circle. When you divide your circle into two, you have 180 here, 180 here. I will start respecting them now. So we have 180 here, 180 here. So when you divide it again, when you divide your full circle into 4, you will have 90, 90, 90, 90. So when you add all the 90s, it should give you 360, the angle in a circle, of a circle rather. But now we want to do 90 degrees flare or peplum, meaning we are only picking a quadrant from this circle. That's one. And that was why I wrote 1/4 here. Are you following me? So this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So because I want to do a 90 degrees flare, I only pick one. So meaning I'll be doing 1/4. And don't forget the formula of the circumference of a circle, which is 2 pi r. So because I'm doing a 90 degrees flare, I will now multiply 2 pi r by 1/4. Hope you understand. So 2 pi r divided by 4, 2 will always cancel this. So I now have pi r over 2. Okay? And don't forget it's the radius we are looking for. So when you do the change of subject of the formula, so you should have r equals 2 times circumference over pi, where the circumference is 11. Hope you guys are following me. So the circumference of this neck is 11. This is it right there, divided by 3.14. So r is 7 inches. So this is, I want to cut my 7 inches now. I want to cut my 90 degrees flare. So this is my fabric. I'm assuming this is my fabric. Hope you guys are following me. This is my fabric. I want to cut my 90 degrees flare. If you cut 90 degrees flare, it will not be full flare. I don't confuse. It's okay. I go rewatch. At the moment, I'm recording with my camera, so I will do another editing after now and post in the video. So for 90 degrees flare, it means you are doing 1/4 of the circle. This is my fabric. Kindly manage it with me because we have a long way to go. I want to be very fast. Okay, I want to cut 90 degrees flare now. Okay, so if you want to cut a 90 degrees flare, you put your tape here. Remember, for my 90 degrees flare, radius is 7 inches from my calculation. Radius is 7 English. I said 7 English, sorry. 7 inches. Since I'm doing maths, so English wanted to come in. So radius is 7 inches. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll place my tape here and mark 7 inches. You will not fold your fabric. Oh. This is how you will leave your fabric. So you place your tape here and mark 7 inches all around. But again, you also determine, when you want to attach it to anything, you need another 1/2 inch to attach it. But let's assume we've added the sewing allowance. So let's assume we've added it. So that is 7. You will just put your tape in this place and you keep tilting it like this. Okay? Make sure it doesn't move. So this is my 7 inches. My 7 inches. My 7 inches. So that's it. You can either connect with your free hand or you use a curve ruler. But I want to use my free hand. Okay? So this is not the flare yet. This is the flare. So you will now determine how wide you want your flare to be. If you want it, flare now, you want to determine how wide. So me, I want to use like 2 inches. 2 inches. This is how I want my flare to be long, or the length. This is the length of my flare rather. So you can decide how long you also want yours to be. You just do it like that. And again, you connect, okay, with your free hand. like that, like that. So when you have done connecting, you then cut out. I'm going to re-edit this video and upload it. So I'm currently making another video as I'm doing the live, so that those that don't understand, I will to just be straight to the point. So this is it. This is my 90 degrees flare. Can see it's not that gathered, but in a way it's a bit gathered. Can you see it? It's not that, it's not giving me that thing. So this is 90 degrees flare. So let's go to 180 degrees flare. We are done with this. So for 180 degrees flare, this is what it should look like. 180 is 2 circles put together. So 1, 2. That is 2 over 4. Everything is 1, 2, 3, 4. But we are dealing with 2 quadrants now to give me 180. I know most of us are lost, but just try. I'm trying hard to really explain it to the best of my knowledge. So look at this one now. 180 degrees flare, 1, 2. So it is 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 over 4. When you do your mathematics, it should give you 1 over 2. Are we still there? If you are there, I want to see your thumbs up and like the video. So again, we come to the circumference of a circle, which is 2 pi r, then multiplied by your half. 2 pi r times half, it should give you this. Then 2 will cancel this, then you are left with pi r. Again, it is r we are looking for, and our circumference is 11. When you do the division, you should get 3.5. So meaning the answer we got from our 90 degrees flare, you just divide it by 2. We got 7 here, and now we are getting 3.5 here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will get my fabric again. Let's assume this is my fabric. I hope this one will be enough. I'll just fold it into 2. I'm just going to fold it into 2 because it is 2 quadrants put together. Are we all there? It is 2 quadrants put together. So what you do, you fold into 2 because it's 2 quadrants. The first one was I can't see far. Let me just use this one to read your message. Okay, he said, I'm praying she gets well. Oh, who is not feeling fine? Sorry guys, I'm here but won't chat. My daughter is not well. Oh, so sorry. So sorry, Thuli. So this is 180 degrees flare. I have to fold my fabric into 2. Then I'll put my tape here and mark 3.5. Okay? 3.5 is what I'm working with. 3.5, 3.5, like that, 3.5, all the way. So I will also determine the width of my flare. So I'll be using a width of about 1 inch, okay, as the width of my flare. I'm just trying to establish how to create it, but first I want to join all these points. Okay, so the width of my flare, I want to use 1 inch or 0.75. This is it right here. This is how long I want my flare to be. Okay, like that. Then I'm going to join it with my free hand. So this is 180 degrees flare, and I'll just be cutting it. I'll be cutting it. Then you'll see my 180 degrees flare. I didn't even show you how the 90 degrees is on the neck of the mannequin. Let me show you how it is on the neck, because we actually use the neck measurement to cut the flare. So this is 180, this is 180, this is 90 degrees flare. So this is how 90 degrees flare look on the neck of this mannequin. Can you see it? It's not giving like that because 190 is not that big. So this is 190 degrees flare on the neck of the mannequin. Let me hold it with tape so you see how it looks. Please like and share this video. If you are watching, subscribe if you have not subscribed to my channel yet. So this is 90 degrees flare. It's not that beautiful. You can use it to do the sleeve of your hand like that. So now I want to put the 180 degrees flare. This is 180 degrees flare. You too, you'll start noticing the difference as I. So this is 180 degrees flare. You can see it's a bit giving that curve now. So the more we go, the more you see the curve. So this is actually 180 degrees flare. Can you see how it's looking? It's not staying flat on the neck. You can see that I have space here. I have space here. So this is, you can even use this one to do neck Ankara works. You can use 180 degrees to do it because of the way it is on the neck. So the third one is 270 degrees flare. We have done 90, we have done 180, so we are doing 270 degrees flare. So look at the 270 degrees flare, and you also understand how I came up with that. Again, it's from a circle. 270 degrees flare means you are taking 3 quadrants from out of 4 quadrants. Hope you understand. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm taking 3 from it because it's 270 we are doing. 90 plus 90, 180. 180 plus 90, 270. If you are still there, I want to see your thumbs up. So I want to cut my pattern paper now, so that we can cut out 270 degrees flare. Mine, again, when I did 90 degrees flare, I didn't fold my fabric. I didn't fold my pattern paper. But when I did, thank you, Julie, thank you, Joanne. When I did my 180 degrees, 1, 2, I folded it into 2. Now I'm doing 270 degrees, which is 3. I will be folding my fabric into 3. Please like this video, like my video, please. So 270 degree flare means I'll be folding my paper into 3. And of course, when we get to 360, which is the 4th one, we'll be folding our paper into 4. So that's just the simple logic. So I'm assuming I'm cutting my fabric. I'm assuming I'm cutting my fabric. Hope you are following. If you watched my last video on this channel, the peplum I did was a 720 degrees peplum. 720 degrees. So this is 270 degrees. If you don't want your fabric to be wasted, or you don't want to waste your fabric, there's a way you can calculate it. First of all, C equals 2 pi r. It is constant. That's the circumference of the circle. Then because it's 3/4 of the quadrant, so times 3/4. So when you do your mathematics and everything using r as the subject of the formula, you should get r equals 2 circumference over 3 pi, where C is this our round neck measurement, which is 11. Then when you do the mathematics, you should have 2.3. So 2.3, and again, I want to determine the length of my flare. The length of my flare is about 3 inches. I'm just citing an example. So 2.3 plus 3 inches, that's 5.3. That's 5.3 inches. So that is how big I will fold my fabric, 5.3 inches. So I can actually mark it 5.3. 5.3. We don't want to waste our fabric. Oh, I'm just trying to give you the technique so your fabric will not be wasted. 5.3. 5.3 again. Then you come here. You also mark your 5.3. So this is more like the part we need is a square. So what you will do, this is my 5.3 line. You just fold your fabric like this. Okay, so this is to show that this is the part you want, 5.3. Then this is also the part you want, where this red dot is. It's also the part you want. You can also fold your fabric in that direction. By doing it this way, your fabric will not get exhausted. You will not waste your fabric at all. So that's the mistake most beginners make when they are cutting peplum. They don't calculate the fabrics they will use, and you see them wasting so much of their fabric. So this is me just folding it. So this part we don't need it. Okay, this is the part we need. Hope you understand. It's just a simple technique. It's not compulsory, and I will show you why we don't need it. We've already done all the calculation. So this is the part we actually need, this square. This place now is 5.3, 5.3. And again, I said we'll fold into 3. We'll fold into 3. A sick room. Judy, I don't understand what you mean by a sick room. So 1, this is 1, 2, 3. Because it is 270 degrees flare. Okay, so we are actually going to fold it into 3. See it, 1, 2, 3. I think there's an extra here, there's an excess here. 1, 2, 3. So either you fold it this way or this way is still okay, or you fold it this way or this way is still okay. It's just into 3. So our measurement is 5.3 inches. You will just determine your point. Make sure it's well folded. Make sure it's well folded. So from this point, I'll be marking 5.3 inches. 5.3 inches. Here you go. Can you see it's not wasted? 5.3 inches. Do you see? Just see the little extra that is left. So this is how you actually fold your fabric so you don't waste it. So you just take 5.3 all the way. Okay, 5.3. I didn't okay, yes, I've added the flare. But what did we get as our radius? See, our radius is 2.3. This 5.3 is just how wide the peplum should be. So our real measurement is 2.3. So you come here. Hope I'm on track. This is 2.3. Okay, 2.3. You mark. You mark every way down. So you just connect again, connect. After connecting, please let's like this video. I can't relate. I want to make silk robes to go with my luxury candles, silk robes, scarves, and handkerchiefs. So I'm happy you are recording this video to repost. Yes, I'm recording. It will be nice. Or will you use is it quit they call it, like all those this thing? Will you, what kind of fabric do you, okay, you said silk ropes, okay. It will be very fine. Just do all this you can do 360 degrees flare for it. It will be very, very fine to be attractive. So I'm cutting the 270-degree flare out. So this is what it should look like. Okay, so I'm done cutting this out. Let me just mark right 270 degrees. So you should have two pieces like this. Can you see it? So when you have two pieces like this, what do? If it's a fabric, you just take it to the sewing machine to sew. You understand? You just place the two this way, the two right sides of the fabric, you place it this way and sew. But since this is not a fabric, I'll be using pin in the place of sewing. So this is actually a 270 degrees flare. Okay, so since it's not a fabric, I'll just use my pin to do it as though I sew it. Can you see that the gathers are coming out? So the more you go, the more you'll be getting the gist. Okay, so I'm removing my 180 degrees flare and I am putting my 270 degrees flare. Hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing here. So this is my 270 degrees flare. Just imagine this is like just imagine you made a blouse with this flare. Now can you see how lovely it is? So most times people do 90 degrees flare, 180 degrees flare if their fabrics will not be enough. But outside that, it has its own additional beauty. Just see. Can you see how it's looking? You can just attach the upper part of this dress to it. Now you have made a very fine blouse. You have made a very fine peplum blouse. So this is a 270 degrees flare. Let me make it tighter. I really wish I had the big mannequin. You will have appreciated it more. But I know some people understand, or most of you understand what I'm doing right here. So this is a 270 degrees flare. So the next is, Julie said, oh, now that is coming together, it's making sense. Yes, most people don't do 90 degrees flare. Most people don't do 180 degrees flare. It's actually from 360 and above. But I just wanted to start from the scratch, because what if somebody actually says, please, I want 90 degrees flare, you will not be stranded. So I wanted to start from the base. So the next is 360 degrees flare. It could be called flare, it could be called flare, it could be called peplum. Okay, so this is 360 degrees flare. So I'll be keeping this now. This is the circumference of a circle. C equals 2 pi r. As usual, is the standard, where pi is 3.14, and we are using a circumference of about 11 inches. So again, when you do your calculation, making r as the subject of the formula, which is r equals c over 2 pi, and you insert your variables, you should be able to get ahead. Before I go further, this is 1, 2, 3, oh my god, 4. So we are dealing with 4 quadrants. 4 quadrants makes a circle, like an angle of a circle, 90, 90, 90, 90. So meaning it is 4 over 4. Do you understand? When we did 270 degrees, it was 3 over 4 because it's 3 quadrants. When we did 180 degrees, it was 2/4 because it's two quadrants. When we did 90 degrees, it was 1/4. So now we are doing 360 degrees. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4/4, and that's 1. And that's what makes this formula like this. That's why it is constant. C for 360 degrees is 2 pi r. So from what we have here, radius is 1.8. Again, I want to determine how long my flare should be. So I want my flare to be 2 inches long. So 1.8 plus 2, it is 3.8. So I'm actually working with 3.8. I'll be folding my fabric into 4 because it is 4 quadrants. So can I use this? Okay, let me see if this one will go. So we are working with 1.8 plus, I'm working with 2 inches wide flare plus 2, that's 3.8. So I'm just going to be marking my fabric in that manner. Okay, I'm trying to I want to make it flat. So 3.8, let's see if this thing will be enough for us. So this is 3.8. Let me check here, 3.8. So it will be fine, okay? Another way you can do this thing is to fold like this. We are folding it into 4. So 3.8, 3.8 is fine. The total of this is 5 inches. It's not that bad. I think I'll be saying in 3 months if I commit to your, I'll be sewing in 3 months if I commit to your channel. Yes, because I actually started from the basics. I have tutorial on how to make that is basic, the basic, how to make a dress, pattern drafting and the rest skirt. So I hope so, and I pray that you will actually be sewing within 3 months. That's Julie. So now I want to fold my fabric. This is 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. So I've actually folded it into 4. So this fabric will not be enough. I've seen it will not be enough. So let me cut out another fabric. I've already seen that it will not be enough. I don't want to miss it. So let me be cutting this because we are actually going bigger. So 360 degrees is far bigger, so I need a bigger fabric. So I believe this one will be enough for what I want to do. I'm trying to be fast so that we'll have time to interact. You are welcome, Julie. You are welcome. And many of us are still watching this live. Okay, I want to use sufficient fabric so that I don't miss it. Good. So I want to do 360 degrees. So if you want to do that, you fold your fabric 1, 2. This is already 180. This is 180. Then 3, 4. So this is 360. Hope you understand. So when you fold it into 4, it's 360. Let's analyze it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is our full circle. But if we don't want to waste fabric, I can just take it back a little. Okay? And again, what was our calculation then? What was our calculation? 1.8 plus 2, that's 3.8. So this folded point, this is where I will place my tape. I'll place my tape here, where this folding is. I'll place it there. Like this. Then I'll mark my 3.8. That 3.8 has covered for the joining allowance and the rest. So this is my 3.8. You can see it. I'm not wasting any fabric here. Just see what I will have left. 3.8. This is 4, sorry. So I need to come in a little. This is 3.8. uh 3.8, 3.8, 3.8. Then the initial answer we got 1.8. So I'll also measure this. 3.8 is how wide I want my flare to be. So now this is my 1.8, 1.8, 1.8, 1.8. So how many of you want to see how 360 flare look like? So this is very common. Most of the blouses you see, they are 360 degrees flare. I have a ruler, or I have a curved ruler. John is asking, do you want to start sewing? I say yes, so not sewing clothes, but the things I want to go with my candles. It would be nice to know background, more about the fabric, make a new one. Very true. So this is the 360 degrees flare. It's actually 4 quadrants put together. Please, if it's your fabric you are cutting, you have to add extra, maybe 1 inch or half, because you'll be hemming it and be joining it, you understand? But this is just for practice. So this is 360 degrees flare. Let me write it. When you open it up, it is a full circle. Can you see it? This is a full circle. Of course, you can leave it like this. If maybe this head, the head of this mannequin was compressible, I would have just placed it. But I can't do it, so I have to open up one part of the flare like this. Then let me wear it on my mannequin and you will see how the beauty looks. So this is a 360 degrees flare. Guys, can you see it? Can you see that there is a difference? This is 360 degrees flare. Can you see it? Let me tape it better. The tape is weak. Okay, so this is a 360 degrees flare. Because it's a paper, you may not really appreciate it, but there is a difference between the ones I've been doing and this. So this is a 360 degrees flare. And if you notice what I've been doing, it's like I'm adding 90, 90, 90, 90, 180, 180 plus 90, 270, 270 plus 90, 360. So 360 plus 90, is that one common? It's not that common. So we'll be going to 720 degrees flare, which was the last video I uploaded. So this one is a bit technical, but just try to listen and you will understand. So this is 360 degrees flare. Let me just leave it. 720 degrees flare. Where are you? 720, 720. So this is 720 degrees flare. 720 is 2 360s put together. 720 degrees is 360 plus 360, okay? 360 plus 360 is 720. So basically, the answer I got from my 360, which was what? 1.8, I'm going to divide it by 2. You know, in our 360, we got 1.8 as the radius. So now I'm splitting this into 2 to give me 2 small circles. So I'm actually dividing this answer by 2. So that's why I have 0.9, 0.9. Do you understand, guys? 2 small circles gives 720 degrees. So the answer I got from my 360 degrees, I just divided. That's why I made the circle smaller here. 2 small circles. So now this is now 0.9, 0.9, such that when I add the two, it becomes 1.8 to form a big circle. So there's no need to do so much calculation. Just divide your answer. Hi Daniela, welcome. So no need to do too much calculation. Divide your 360 answer by 2. So meaning that we'll be having 2 circles using my 0.9 as the radius. So let me use this paper. We are cutting 720 degrees flare. So I want to determine the length of my flare. I'll be using 2 inches. So if I use 2 inches, that would be what? 2.9. 2.9. So again, because it's a circle, I'm going to be folding it into 4. Okay? Because it's a circle, I'll be folding it into 4. I want to cut off these parts. Because it's a circle, I'll be cutting it into 4. Or better still, there's a way you can manipulate this thing. Put 2 papers together and fold it once, so that instead of you doing it again, just see, let me assume I have 2 fabrics. Let me just explain. I want to do shortcuts. I actually need 2 circles, right? So I'll put 2 fabrics together instead of doing one and coming. See, 2 circles, 1, 2. So I'll just place the 2 together this way and fold the 2 together. Hi Daniela, how was your day? Hope you went to church. So 2 circles put together will give me 720 degrees flare. Because it's a circle, if you are doing it on the fabric, please, you have to hold it with pins. So you fold into 2. This pin that will not make it. So you fold it like this. This is 2. You fold it again like this. This is 4. You understand? So with this, we are going to have 2 circles. If not, if you don't understand it, first cut one with 0.9, then cut another one 0.9, then you merge the 2. After that, you have 2 circles. Okay, maybe I should just explain. But I want to cut it once. I don't want us to waste time. So I place 2 fabrics together. Then 0.9 plus 2, that's 2.9. I added all my allowances, everything. So this is 2.9. Put your measuring tape here. Here's my 2.9. You just mark while still maintaining this spot. You just keep cutting, marking. You keep marking. You keep marking. Then my actual measurement is 0.9. So you just, in case you don't understand, I will re-edit this video so that it will be shorter and straight to the point. 0.9, something like this. So I'm just going to connect all the points, connect this and cut out. Please like this video. If you are online watching this, like this video. We are cutting various flares that we know. With this one now, you can make a peplum blouse. So this, guys, you can see I now have 2 circles, and you will notice that this circle is bigger than the bigger 360 that I did before. That's to show that these 2 small circles make 720 degrees flare. Wait, so all this mass is to sew clothes? Yes, so yes, because there's difference between tailor and fashion designer. There is difference between tailor and a fashion designer. A fashion designer went to the school. Those ones, they will sew cloth. It's like they created the cloth with the person. There are some that they are cut and join. All those people that you see, they will just call, bro. do you get my point? So those that really know this fashion, when they sew clothes for you, you'll be asking how. So that's how it is. So me, I put my knowledge of mathematics into my sewing. So these are two small circles. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to open each up like this. Okay, then I will be joining the two right side. I want to join them into one fabric. I want to join the two into one fabric like this. So I can just use my pin. I'm assuming I'm sewing it. If it were to be fabric, I will just use my sewing machine to sew it at 1/2 inch. So this is what you have left. So now let's see how 720 degrees flare look on this mannequin. Let me write it, 720 degrees. So the last video I made, this was what I did. Guys, can you see it? Can you see how the way the wave is? This is how you know 720 degrees flare. Can you see it, guys? Can you see it? Is this not lovely? So lovely. So this is 720 degrees flare. So lovely. Do we still have time? We still have time. So the last but not the least, though we can have 2440 degrees flare, but I'll be stopping at 1440 degrees flare for this video. So this is 720 degrees flare. The last but not the least for this video is 1440 degrees flare. See it. Why 720 degrees flare is two circles? 1440 will be 4 circles. Hope you are getting the gist. See it. Let me just compare the two. This is 720. 720 is half of 1140. So meaning whatever I get here, I will split it. I will split these two into 2 to give me 1440. So from here we had 0.9, 0.9. So when I divide 0.9 into 2, it should give me 0.45. It should give me 0.45. So splitting this one into 2, I'll have 0.45, 0.45 for this. Then this one again, 0.45, 0.45. So this gives 1440 degrees flare. Hope you understand. So basically I'll be cutting 4 circles. But me now, I want shortcuts. I'll just do it the way I did this one. Cut out 2 circles first, then cut out another 2 circles. I will be done with 140 degrees, 1440 degrees flare. Again, I want to cut out my fabric or my pattern paper that will serve as my. So let's use this. So this paper will not be enough because I'll be cutting out 2 circles first. It will not be enough. So this will be for these first 2 circles. Okay, and I want to determine the length of my my flare. I'll be using 2 inches as the length of my flare. So meaning 0.45 plus 2, that is 2.45. So this is how I want us to do it. I'll cut this into 2. This will serve for 2 circles. Okay? Then I'll cut another one into 2 to serve for another 2 circles. 1, 2. But I want us to do it fast. I'm going to place the 2 together so I can get my 2 circles once. Hope you understand. I'll place the 2 circles together like this. Then fold into 2 again like this. Okay, so 0.45 plus 2 is 2.45. I'll place my tape here. 2.45, 2.45, that's 2.5 approximately. 2.5 approximately. 2.5. Then 0.45. That's like this, like this, like this. So I'm just going to connect it with my free hand. Okay, then I will cut out. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work because I'm showing different flares. But if a customer wants a style, she will just go ahead to tell you I want 1440 degrees flare. You already know the formula, so you will not do it. I'm just doing it so that we all understand. So this for 1. I'm going to get another fabric for these 2. I want to be very fast. We have a few minutes to go on this live. This is actually the last flare, and I'm happy that I was able to do everything within the paper did not cut well. So this one, I won't even bother to cut it into 2. I'll just fold it like this. Okay, so I'm assuming these are 2 papers put together. Fold into 4. Fold it again. So this one now will give me, let me not confuse myself. Let me cut it into 2 so that I will know that I'm dealing with 2 circles. So these are 2 papers put together like this and put together like this. The more the degrees, the harder it is. So that's why it's looking this way. So again, is this what you guys do to make clothes? Joa, yes now. You know, here you can chat. I posted my video on my last video. I posted it on a group, and immediately somebody chatted me up. I want to sew it. And the person agreed to the price. It's just because I'm explaining, that's why it's looking somehow. So plus 2, that's 2.5. So put 5 here. I think I'm on track. 2.5, yeah. So this is 1440 degrees flare. This is what is expected. I'm having 2 circles. I'm just going to cut out. Funny enough, I learned sewing within 3 months. Within 3 months, I was already taking contracts because I enjoy sewing. I had passion for it. So I'm done cutting it. So this is what it should look like. This is 180, 360, 360, 360, 360. 360 times 4 is 1440. 4 circles put together. So you are going to just open everything up one after the other, like this, and you will see you will see the flare. You see it flaring very well. So I'm just going to combine everything. Okay, I'll use my pin to combine everything like this. You also put this like this. Also put this like this. You know the paper is white, so you wouldn't know the pattern to use. So I'm done combining everything. So now let's see how it looks on the mannequin. Let me write it. 1440 degrees flare. Again, I'm bringing my mannequin here. This is 720. I'm dropping 720, bringing this. Guys, can you see? Can you see the flare? Can you see how it is flaring? It is really flaring. So, can you see it? You know it's not fabric, so you may not really see how. Why you not cook for me? You people are better food. Okay, guys, we are done for today. So this is the last flare for today. So today we did 90 degrees flare, 180 degrees, 270, 360, 720, and 1440 degrees flare. Thanks for joining. If you haven't liked this video yet, this is how I made vegetable and spinach. It's another thing you guys are discussing. If you haven't liked this video yet, kindly like, share this video. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you don't understand this video, stay tuned for the edited part of this video. I believe you will understand better. Thanks all so much for coming. Joanne, Carol, Julie, Daniela, who else is there? Thanks so much for coming. Like my video, like it, share it. Hope you understood what I did. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me see. And if you don't give it a thumbs up, I'll assume you still want me to explain better, which I will do. Yes, so I record themselves. Oh, that's great. Just stay tuned for the recorded one. At least before the end of this week, I should upload it by the grace of God. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. If you know you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Good. Thanks, Joanne. If I can get like 2 to 3 thumbs up, then we call it a day. We call it a day. We call it a day. Let me stop the recording. Let me stop the recording. Thanks so much. Bye.